Hello.
Pole position.
Trying this for the first time. This is ERL Tier 1 Round 2 at Monza. My first time trying to do a YouTube video. Don't know how it's gonna go, but we're going to post-commentate over this. I forgot to start my stream before qualifying, but I did get pole. I did do one lap and I got pole position somehow. And yeah, so we're on pole. Looking at our strategy, we're gonna go for a medium hard. So the game just doesn't let you take away the other hard type for some reason. Yeah, I don't think I've started on pole for a league race in a very long time. But we're gonna get underway here. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights, and away we go for the Italian Grand Prix. We get a pretty good start. We're going to come over and try and defend the inside ahead of Dom in the McLaren. We're going to see a lot of in this video. Brake late, the car turned in, and the apex. We does get a nice switch back on us as we head towards the second chicane around the right-hander, but he backs out of it. We did lose a lot of battery out of turn 2 as we head towards the chicane. And we keep the lead for the time being as Bran in P3 in the Mercedes, the current championship leader. After he won in Austria in round 1, he's in P3. See quite a bit of him as well in this race. And yeah, it looks like we're keeping the lead here pretty well. Got around 40% battery as we head towards Ascari. And we take it pretty nicely. Dom is around 5 at down. A bit of battling going on behind between the Red Bull and the Mercedes. It looks like one of the Red Bulls has gone round at Ascari, but he has got going again as we head towards Parabolica and onto lap 2. Dom's pretty close. Looks like he's going to the tackles down towards turn 1. You're going to burn that battery and he is going to overtake us. I was setting fast lap of the race as he crossed the line first. Bran wanted to try and come through, but I used some battery here to defend on the inside, kind of creating a roadblock with Dom as we send up his inside. A little bit of contact mid-corner and it gives Bran a better exit than us. We're going to burn a lot of battery here to stay ahead of Bran, but we get boxed in right behind Dom. And Bran is on our inside. We can't really do anything at the moment. Bran's still on his brakes later than us. Keegan is the back of Thomas. There's more contact, unfortunately. But we do keep the place. Tonio right in the Red Bull ends up getting past Bran. Tonio on the hard tyre, which will come into play later in the race as we head through Lesmo 2. And now on the back of Dom once again. And we do. It's the move, but then we decide to back out of it, lift off, take the battery back. We're going to stay behind and we will have the overtake as we do here now on lap 3. This race was just swapping positions between the front runners, so we did have to cut quite a bit of it out or else it would have been a very long video, just swapping places constantly, kind of an overtaking montage at this point. As me and Dom swap places once again on lap 3. The rest kind of sitting behind and watching this unfold, to be honest, as we're now going for it once again on Dom onto lap 4. Side by side, but then Dom just has to burn more battery. He's going to stay ahead. Tony right was very close to us there as we head into turn 1, right on the back of Dom, but we stay behind for the time being. Again, on lap 4, right behind Dom, down towards Ascari. We've got a bit of battery in the exit of Lesmo 2, and we shoot straight past him. Back into the lead of this race. Through Ascari, we go in the lead of the race. And Dom just sitting behind. None of us were really burning down here because we wanted to overtake. And you can see the detection point is just before Parabolica. We wanted the overtake, but we're ahead now. We will be without the overtake. Dom will, and we're going to burn some battery here to try and defend, but we turn it off, turn it back on again, and here comes Dom He's going to make a move here, just burning some batteries to make sure that no one else gets past us. Dom to the inside, heads into the lead of the race. On the exit of turn 2, we've been a little bit, but we aren't close enough to really attack him down towards turn 4. But here comes turning right, suddenly, all of a sudden, didn't even expect it, didn't look in our rearview mirror, and he has taken our second place off us. And now Bran as well on our inside. He can't get the place, unfortunately for him, but luckily for us we stay ahead and in the top 3. And on the exit of 11:02 we burn a bit of battery, and looks like turning right didn't have much left after burning all to get past us, and we move straight back up into second place in this race. And do we attack Dom here? What Parabolically we do, but we're going to lift off. Dom obviously doesn't have he wants to overtake, but we go through the detection point first here on the inside of Parabolica, and now we might be in some trouble here as we head on to lap 6. Dom has the overtake, we do not. We're trying to get it back into the slipstream and turning it right, only 2 tenths behind us. I don't think he's going to attack us here as we turn the battery off, and Dom takes the lead of the race once again in the McLaren. He finished P3 last time out in Austria, so he is in championship fight. I had a pretty poor race, finishing down in P8 with some wheel issues. Obviously, if you're a Fanatec, you'll probably know what sort of issues they are. And again, we're attacking Dom into Parabolica into lap 6 as we get tagged. He moves slightly across us there to put it on the grass. And now we go wide and turn it right to the past us, as there's a virtual safety car as well. So we've lost the place and can't even try and re-attack as Liverpool is out of the race on lap 6. On lap 7 it was a virtual safety car. It's been upgraded to a full safety car now on lap 7. And everyone is going to pit here. Tony Wright looks like he's going to pit, but then he stays out. He's on the hard tire. That's kind of ruined the strategy as Bran tries to overtake us into the pit lane. Grush in the other Mercedes also stays out. But people on the hard tyre, that strategy will have been ruined by this safety car. As we're going to go into the hard now for what will be a pretty long, hard stint. But the optimal pit lap is around lap 10. So this will probably work out quite well for us, as on the exit of the pit lane, it looks like we've been jumped by AMS Eric in the Cadillac all of a sudden. I don't know how he's ended up jumping us there, but we are all of a sudden down in a net P3 as turning right didn't pit, so technically in P3 again. As we're going to get back underway here with the safety car ending on lap 10, going on to lap 11, making sure the tyres are all warmed up. When will turn your right get us back underway in the Red Bull. Bran still behind us on him hard. It's important to try and clear these slower cars quick and stay with Dom and Eric to not let them get away on this restart. It's going very slowly now to a Parabolica. Looks like Tony is gone. We get a bit of a snap on the restart, but we're going to stay not too far away from Eric. Bran is closer to us than we are to Eric, as we eventually are allowed to get the boost on. We're not allowed to turn it on until the start-finish line, as into turn 1 we don't make a move. We don't attack Dom though, attacking Grush, and he's already up into P2. Eric now, as Grush gets a massive snap on the exit of turn 2, and we're going to try and make a move here with some battery, both of them burning ahead. Eric will have the inside line as he heads towards the chicane. Dom sitting in the middle of the track. We just gotta wait and pick our moment here. Grush gets a bad run for the chicane, and we get a nice switch back, and we'll have the inside line, and he backs out in the end, and we're up into P4. Still on lap 11 as we head towards Parabolica. Dom makes a move for the lead. Bran's ended up the inside of us and Eric, and Bran is all of a sudden up into P3. They're side by side now, but we're just gonna sit behind and wait here as we will end up with more battery, as them two will fight all the way down towards turn 1. Eric on the inside of Brown towards the chicane. We're going to sit back, lift off, gain the battery. We're on 60%. They're side by side for the chicane. We just got to wait. And on the exit, Eric gets a snap, and it's put them both towards the left of the track, almost off the track. And that's to give us a free 2 positions, and we're up into P3. And that worked out pretty well for us. As on lap 12 onto lap 13, on the back of Tony Wright, who is on the old hard tyres, he started the race on. And we're going to make the move here, the fastest lap of the race as well to go with it. And we're up into P2. And it's back, me and Dom, 1 and 2. Once again in this race. And once again, you will see it's about to be pretty... I don't even know how to say it. We're just going to keep swapping places as we again go past Dom towards Ascari. Tony Wright still in P3 on the old hard tyres, but Brand is there's a bit of an incident behind, yellow flag. Amos Eric, I think that was, has gone round. Amos Grant is now up into the top 5 in the McLaren. He's on the medium tyre, so he's going to struggle to the end on them, but we'll see how he does. As onto lap 14 we go now. Dom is going to make the move on us. We're going to defend this, as our teammate is in the pit lane. Sab, I think he was caught up in the incident with Eric, and he got some damage and is in the pit lane, and that has pretty much put them both out the race for any sort of points. As lap 14 towards Parabolica, we go back past Dom and into the race once again. He will now have the overtake though on lap 14, going up to 15, and he's already shot straight back past us before we've even gone to lap 15. Tony Wright still behind us, but he's almost out of overtake of us two, who are starting to break away from the field. Brand now up into P3, the championship leader in the Mercedes also doing very well in the Constructors' Championship. They got 1-2 in Austria. Still right in the back of Dom. Brand just outside that 1 second. But we're going to go past Dom here. Both of us don't really want to be in the lead, as obviously one person will get overtake, but we do take the lead into Ascari. Brand now definitely within overtake of Dom, so he will have the overtake now. Tony Wright really started to drop off. He's now under pressure from AMS Grant behind us, but we lead the race on lap 15 through Parabolica. But here comes Dom. Once again, the overtake. Does he go for a move here? He is closing in. He is burning his battery, and he does to lead the race. We're going to burn a bit so Brand doesn't attack us into turn 1. And we're going to consolidate that P2 as Dom found the inside slightly there, but we weren't going for a move as Amex Eric retires in the pit lane. And yeah, after that incident, he was pretty much out of it, as our teammate, I believe, has also retired as well, so we're the only remaining Ferrari, as we don't overtake Dom into Ascari. And on lap 17 now, we're still behind Dom. Brown has dropped out that second. We're sitting here with 100% battery and overtake, so we're going to burn here out of turn 2 and through the curve. We're going to make the move and up into first place once again into the chicane, lifting off to gain the battery back. Very important to always have battery on this game. And we lead the race once again, going on to lap 18 now. It's just, we keep swapping places, so many overtakes between us. Brand still a bit behind, but now Dom takes the lead of the race on lap 18. Tony Wright still out on them hard tyres. That's just been overtaken by Grant. Oh, never mind, Darkness is now up into P4. Him and Grant are going at it. I believe Tony Wright is going to pit soon, but we're still focusing at the front as we overtake Dom once again into Ascari. We lead the race as on lap 19 now. He's going to re-overtake us, as it's been the whole race. into turn 1. Again, we're down to 2nd place. Darkness and Grant's now in 4th and 5th. Antonio Wright has finally pitted off them hards. As Bran behind us also came into the pit lane, which was interesting because we were on the same strategy as him, but clearly he just had too much tyre wear. So it's now a 2-horse race between me and Dom as we go for the lead once again around the outside of the curve, and we lead the race as on lap 20 once again to Ascari. Dom put a little bit of pressure on us there. We make a mistake into Ascari running wide. Dom doesn't decide to capitalise on that. He'll sit behind and wait for the overtake he gets just before Parabolica. As both McLarens within the top 4, that's not very good for us in the constructors, as they are one of the constructors' rivals. As Dom doesn't like he's going for a move here on lap 21 now into Parabolica, keeping it nice and tight. I've got a decent amount of battery, but Dom's going for the lead. Needs to take the lead as we decide to not defend. We burn a bit of battery just so we don't fall too far behind the McLaren driver. As the two behind Darkness and Grant's fighting it out for the final podium place. Grant on the mediums from that safety car is going to be struggling though. There's no doubt about that. As we head into lap 23 now, near the end of the race, and we're going to be right in the back of Dom. We've lost a little bit of battery as we head towards turn 1. Still right on the back of him. 5 seconds to the guys behind. It's definitely a 2-horse race between us two. McLaren versus Ferrari at the famous Monza. The two old rivals going at it. As again, seems like our favourite move when you're around the outside of the curve. And we're up into P1 once again. Through the chicane, very nicely done. That's lap 25. Hang on to what will be the penultimate lap. Dom is going to overtake us here. It took us quite by surprise. As now we're going to have the overtake on to lap 26. And I was thinking to myself here, do I stay behind and have the overtake for the final lap? And that is exactly what I'm going to do. I get very close to Dom, but I lift off the throttle and we stay behind. So for the next lap, the final lap, we will have the overtake to hopefully try and take this race win home. As Grants has dropped off on the mediums. Darkness now 100% onto that podium place as into Parabolica. I'm going to be just 4 tenths behind Dom. I've had a bit of a slide, bit of understeer through Parabolica, since it's a bit wide, so we're going to have to burn a bit of battery to try and close back in towards turn 1. Both of us are using, obviously. He knows I have the overtake, so he knows he wants to keep the lead. As towards turn 1, getting closer and closer, he moves to the middle of the track, but there's nothing I can do into turn 1. Trying to line up a good exit out of turn 2 to try and attack him into the second chicane, burning the battery. Got the straight mode on as well towards round the curve towards the chicane. He moves to the inside, I move to the outside, and in the braking zone he moves slightly across us, and we've gone to the grass and we have to cut the chicane. Luckily we don't get a time penalty and we come back on right behind him, and through the two Lesmos we go. Both of us trying to save battery. We're above 60% on the tyres now, as you can see in the bottom right. As now getting the straight mode on, he's not using any battery. I'm going to take the lead of the race here, as he's probably saving more battery than us as we head into Ascari for the run down to Parabolica. 60% we have towards Parabolica. Burning the battery, the straight mode's on, he's in our slipstream. We're right on the right side of the track, trying to defend the inside. We're going to move back over, try and take the race in line. But we run a bit deep, we don't have much battery either, as we didn't lift off towards Parabolica. And here we go, the run to the line. Oh, we're going to take the win. No! Dom at the line takes us at the line and wins the Italian Grand Prix. I put myself in the wall as I was kind of annoyed at myself. But with the few incidents with Dom, I believe he may get a time penalty at the time of recording this. So we may take a win, our first win of the season, we don't know. it's under investigation, but it was still a great race between me and Dom. It was a really fun battle. It's just swapping places all race. That's what it's about on this new game with the battery. Dom wins on track. I finish second. Darkness in third for Williams. A really fun race. Can't really argue, but unfortunately we just lose out. Maybe after Schu's decisions we might end up winning, but that is it for the Italian Grand Prix. ERL round 2. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one for Australia.